Hello, my name is Ulf Teichgräber. I'm a professor of radiology and specialized in interventional radiology. And I'm the chairman of the Department of Radiology in Jena University Hospital, which is in Thuringia, Germany, right in the heart of Germany. Well, this trial is a multi-center randomized control trial. This is performed by me as principal investigator and initiated as investigator initiative trial. So that means that the investigational product is actually a commercial product, but it is independent of the manufacturer. So, and the responsibility for the trial and its conduction lies within my university hospital. 11 centers have participated in EFFPac trial. And the rationale behind it is to see, to assess the effectiveness and safety of the femoral popliteal Luminor drug-coated balloon angioplasty. And against the standard of care, which is the non-coated plain old balloon angioplasty. Yeah, first of all, we are at the end of our trial after 5 years. So our primary endpoint was already demonstrated in 5 years ago after half a year. And afterwards, we are now looking at the follow-up periods. And actually, it's quite of interest how long actually such an effect of a one-time drug-eluting balloon angioplasty will last over time. And 5 years, this is really clearly long-term results, which we are now presenting. And especially in this trial, we are actually looking at all outcome parameters, secondary outcome parameters from patency, target lesion revascularization, and walking improvement, and other endpoints. And the main results we could now show after 5 years is that there is, for this balloon compared to POBA, non-coated balloons, that there is no effect on all-cause mortality. Meaning the balloons, so no difference in all-cause mortality between the DCB and the POBA. And this means this balloon is safe also on long-term considerations. And probably the most important results is that also, well, a safe balloon, this is fine. This is what we all expect and what we all want to have. But actually, is this also effective? And this is something which was quite astonishing in this trial. Even after 5 years, we still see a treatment effect for the DCB as compared to POBA for the primary patency, which is still after 5 years significant for this time. Meaning the difference is not waning over time from year to year. It was less the difference between Luminor and POBA, but still we see a difference around 8% between the treatment groups starting after 5 years. And at 1 year, it was still with 25%, but still this is statistically significant. And I think this is also something we should be aware of, that even on long term, we still have, after 5 years, an advantage of using DCB in patients. We have to see it's a one-time treatment for those patients who profit from this treatment. First of all, the challenge is to have not so much of a lack of follow-up during a randomized controlled trial. And as you probably aware of, there was also the discussion starting 3 years ago about the all-cause mortality of Paclitaxel-coated balloon, and also the Luminor is a balloon which is coated with Paclitaxel. Yeah, it seems to be, and this is something which we can, we have to be careful comparing one randomized control trial with another one, especially because of the patient population which was enclosed in this trial. But from the numbers itself, it seems to be probably one of the most effective balloons products which is on the market. And but with some, we have to be careful because lesion length plays a role, and also what kind of patients were enclosed in the trial. And some might argue that the lesions are relatively short. We are mainly including claudicants, which is also the main focus on treating patients with DCB. And therefore, but I think it's quite comparable with other trials. And those who are also demonstrating 5 years data, probably this balloon is probably the most effective so far. But what is also very important from my point of view, why I'm presenting this at the first at CIRSE in Barcelona, the Luminor balloon is as well developed as well as produced in Barcelona itself. So iVascular, who is the producer, manufacturer of this balloon, is directly located in Barcelona. Yeah, the knowledge gaps were, we are now really having one of the few trials, RCT trials, who are really demonstrating long-term data. And I think from not only to show that this balloon is very effective, it's also very important to give more information about the safety. And this is another trial who can demonstrate that Paclitaxel-coated balloons seems to be also on long run safe, so that we have no increased all-cause mortality for the treatment group, means for the DCB, as compared to POBA. And therefore also the comparison with POBA is important, because it doesn't make sense to have here a head-to-head analysis. But the next step would be then really to compare head-to-head the different types of balloons, and this would be probably something which would be feasible for the future, to have head-to-head comparison between different types of balloons.